Hey, good morning. Happy Wednesday to you. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I am known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert. I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and you got it. Get your dreams out of your head into your life. We're gonna get this party started. So as you prepare, come on in. Let us know where you are tuning in from. I am super grateful. We're almost there. We haven't quite made it to a new year, but we're almost there. Super excited about just life, where you are, where I am. Go ahead and invite someone, share this out, and let's get this party started. And I know that today is going to be an amazing day because our days definitely can be what we make them. Our days can be what we make them. We do not have to allow the things. Good morning, Nikita. Good morning, Belinda. Look at Empowering Eight in the house. I'm super grateful for you. Um, just super excited about being here. Good morning, Shanti. I need you all to share this out, invite someone, and we're gonna get this party started. Yeah, it sounds like I'm all stopped up in here and all these different sorts of types of things, but one day we're gonna have complete victory over these sinuses. I've been bothered with them for a long, long time, but we're not gonna let them stop us. We're gonna work with what we got, and we're gonna keep it moving. That's all. We're gonna keep it moving. We're not gonna worry about it. We're not gonna let it stop us. We're not gonna let it, do anything. But anyway, I told you on yesterday, every day, which we only have today and tomorrow, that we want to talk about some things, and we talked a little bit yesterday. We want to talk about some things as it relates to our new year. We want to make sure that we are doing the things that we can do to control the things that we can't control, right? And so it gets us right into our title, and the title is "We Take Pride in the Wrong Things." Be grateful, but it takes action. It takes action. And, a lot of people's like, what are you talking about, coach? Let me tell you. You see so many people take pride in what they look like. And then you find that what they look like is what they have over another person to make another person not so much like the way they look or feel the way they feel about themselves because you run in your mouth. But we take pride in the wrong things. Yeah, I said it. We're going to go into details a little bit. We take pride in the wrong things. And what I mean about the wrong things, a lot of times people would take pride into, a lot of times people would take pride into, what they look like. You don't have no control. And I know there's some beauty enhancing things that people do, whether it's makeup and eyelashes and all these different sorts of types of things. And men do different things, whether you're getting botox and botox and all these, all those things. There are some things that you can pay for. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about I'm talking about our just our basic feature when you get to talking about your natural beauty. Because, see, a lot of people that pride themselves in certain things about themselves is not even real. Can we just start there? And then the other part about it is, the ones when we get down to the natural part, we don't have no control of that. We had no control of the shape of our face and the color of your eyes, and if they was big or little, if you had a big nose, if you was, black or white or dark skinned or a red bone or all these different sorts of types of things. This is my point. My point is We take pride in things that we don't have any control of. Those things we can be grateful. If you got curly hair, be grateful. If you got straight hair, be grateful. If you have kinky hair, be grateful. If you're brown skinned, be grateful. If you're dark skinned, be grateful. If you got long hair, be grateful. If you bald, be grateful. Be grateful in what you have, but that's not in your control. A lot of it is not in control. I'm not talking about when you cut your hair and all these different sorts of types of things. I'm talking about if you just let things be, if you just did things naturally. I'm talking about those things, let it be. Had nothing to do with you. But what I mean when I say it takes action. Share this out. Somebody need to hear this. We going into 2021. We got to go in with a new attitude because it starts with our mindset. A lot of us are in the places that we're in. And I don't even know. Woke up early this morning. And this thought just hit my head. It hit me like a ton of bricks. It said you got people that sit around watching playing video games all day long, scrolling social media, playing on TikToks, scrolling Instagram, scrolling Facebook. Now we got this new stuff, gather up, Clubhouse, this house and that house. Just really another distraction. I got in, but I ain't been on it. I got on there and I heard all that talking. I said, I ain't got time to be listening to all this. I got other stuff to do. But anyway, you got all these other distractions and things that you're doing. And then they sit around and watch TV all day. And you wonder why they struggle. You wonder why they are struggling. And the thought came to me, the reason we are going through the things that we're going through and the reason that we have what we have is what we choose to do with the time that we are allotted every day. You're not doing a person that sit around watching playing video games. I don't know why I keep saying watching. A person that is playing video games and on social media and watching TV all day, that does not even sound productive. That doesn't sound productive. You are not getting anything done if you're not taking action and you're sitting around. And so we wonder why we're living on the lower end of the stick. But you look at what we choose to do. And then the thought began to come. It just kept bothering me. So as I was sitting there and getting ready, I'm listening to praise and worship. I'm gearing up and getting ready for prayer. And then it came up, I heard the voice. It came up where you're listening and you wonder why. And sometimes we would pride ourselves being in different relationships and partnerships and business ships and, all these different ships and all these different sorts of types of things, right? We will pride ourselves. And, sometimes, people look and it's like, how in the world did they get with them? The looks don't matter. You can have a babe beauty with somebody that is ugly as all I knows. Yeah, I said it. But you trying to figure out how did they get together? They didn't really get together on the looks. They got the same character. You got both of them, because again, we just talked about, we pride ourselves in the wrong thing. You got a person that may be with somebody that's 5. They may be 5. You know how they said Papa was a Rolling Stone. He wasn't just laying his head and making somewhere his home because they probably thought he was ugly. I don't know what Papa looked like. But when you think about a person, we pride ourselves in trying to figure out how did they get to be with each other. There was some stuff on the inside. There was some chemistries on the inside. Because see, one thing about getting with somebody is not going to keep you with somebody if it's something about them you don't like. And if you got a trifling person, I know this is going to step on some toes. Y'all probably dropping off of here now. And if this ain't for you, share it with somebody. If you got a trifling person, see, a real person, people that got drive and people that's motivated and inspired to have something, do something, most of the time, they're not going to be able to sit well with no person. We ain't going to make it to no 1 year. We're not going to make it to no 5 year. You're not going to make it to no 10 year, no 20 year. If you're with a person 30 and 40 years, you got some of the same characteristics. It's not because y'all are so different. Y'all are so alike. And sometimes we're more trifling than we want to admit. And I know y'all, this is not a message. This is not a message of naming and claiming it. This is not a message of that it's happening and it's coming. And before the clock strike 12 at midnight on tomorrow, before your new year come in, this year is still going. It's not one of the messages today. Not one of those today. You can be with that person because you like some of the same stuff they like. They lazy and you lazy. See, sometimes we take this thing. I like to be around like-minded people. Hold that thought for a minute. Another thing, good morning, woman of God. Thank you so much for joining. We said we like to be we like to be around like-minded people. There's two spectrums. There's two sides to that spectrum. You can be with like-minded successful people, and you can be with like-minded unsuccessful people. And so you got to ask yourself, as you come to the end of this year and you begin to go into this new year, what like-minded people are you with? You've heard me say it before. I don't want to sit around a bunch of people, you broke and I'm broke, you tired and I'm tired, you sick and I'm sick, you got a problem, I got a problem. We have to surround ourselves. There's a saying that say that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So a lot of times we will pride ourselves with our looks because we in this relationship and we got this girl that's fire, or we got this guy that's fire, but looks don't make stuff happen. And then it says a lot about you. It says a lot about you because, see, it's almost like a parent and kids. Have you seen a parent, especially women, have you seen where they mouth dropping ready, they hair on fleek, face laid, hair dyed and laid to the side, they dress and they kids looking like who did it and what for? It's the same thing. We'll take pride in what we look like, but we are not prioritizing the things that are important. And see, you will talk about that mama like a dog. You've done it. You've said that she ought to be ashamed of herself. But see, we don't say it. A lot of times we don't look at that like that in a relationship. You got a man that's looking like I don't know what, and you got the woman, she all fixed up, and you're thinking, how in the world is they together? Because she fixed up on the outside. But when she get behind closed doors, she wrapped up, she all jacked up, he jacked up, and that's why they can get along good. That's why they can stay together for years. Because don't nobody in the relationship have no doggone drive. And they struggle their whole relationship. Because see, the days are not in their control. Time waits on no man, no woman. See, the calendar is going to keep on going. So we'll pride ourselves in being, we'll have anniversaries. We'll have 1-year anniversaries. It wasn't about nothing all year. We'll have 5-year anniversaries. We'll have 10-year anniversaries. And half of the time you wasn't even together. Oh, y'all not going to talk to me today. We're going to have to change our way of thinking. And if you are going to live a successful life, and success don't have to be money and fame. Success is whatever you define it to be. And maybe in those relationships, you feel like you're successful. But really deep down, that's a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. You in the relationship, you talk about it to everybody. You do all different sorts of types of things. So it's really not a successful relationship, but you know deep down inside, a real person that got real goals and dreams ain't gonna put up with your crazy crap because you look good. Give me somebody that's, I don't care, Now I need somebody that's gonna be fair on the eyes, but I don't need nobody that's cuter than me anyway. I'm sorry. If that's what you want, ladies, you have it. I don't need nobody, and I'm not even really talking about physical appearance. Because do you know you can have some guys that stay up in the mirror and in the bathroom and all these different sorts of types of things longer than you. I'm going to tell this story. This is so funny. This is so funny. In my younger days, I used to date this guy. And he was working at the chemical plant. He was so freaking cute. Actually, he was the first person when I started wearing when I started wearing honey blonde in my hair, first, I mean, from that time on, so I've been dyeing my hair since like '96. He was the first person that dyed my hair, but his hair was dyed. He had a little curl, and he used to put his hair up in the front. Now, and he was a straight guy, but that joker was so cute, I was sick of him. I'm just telling you now. I'm 19 at the time. No, I wasn't 19. I was probably 17 years old in my own place. This is real story. This is a real story. This joker was so cute. I mean, now he couldn't talk worth nothing, but he was so cute. But anyway, he worked at this chemical plant. He couldn't get his work done because he in that Noxzema his face. You know Noxzema. People in that Noxzema. He could on his lunch break. They trying to figure out where is this person that he's supposed to be off break. He in there instead of him carrying his lunch in his bag, he got his little face stuff up in his bag, honey. I said, you know what? Don't nobody have time for this crazy foolishness here. And then, back then, how women, I don't know if I was, and I know I wasn't the only one, but people used to decorate their bathrooms with their little tiles and things. And I can remember this like yesterday. I used to have my little bathroom decorated with I had some peach tiles. They was peach and honey. I used to have them hanging on the little tile rack. Those were the tiles for decoration. Now the tiles for using, they was in the bathroom closet and everything. But you had your tiles for decorating and everything. But every time I look up, good morning, Diane. Thank you so much for joining. Every time I look up, he had a curl. And honey, he got his curl juice on my little tiles. I said, this ain't working. You gotta go. I mean, for somebody, that may have been petty. That may have been petty for somebody, but it was the world to me. Because see, one thing about it, when you start putting up with anything that is not with what you with, it's a cycle. And then you find yourself, good morning, Diane, you find yourself going down this cycle that you just can't get out of. And then you'll find yourself, because see, after the cycle, and you can't come out of the cycle, you find yourself stuck. You find yourself stuck accepting things that you do not like, but you will learn to adapt to them. You will learn to adapt them. So we would take pride in looks. I didn't care how cute he was. He was too cute for me. He did his best to try to provide, and he was a good little provider and everything. But this is the thing. I didn't care about that because, see, I knew long term I couldn't deal with that. I was a neat freak because, see, my mom, she clean like she crazy. If anybody, my mom, she clean like she crazy. She always, honey, if we didn't learn nothing else from home, you was gonna learn how to do. Now, when you got in your own place, you was gonna do what you did, but it wasn't because you was not taught. We used to tell our kids, we gonna send you over there to boot camp, cause my mom is a cleaning freak. When she come over here, she taking one of the panes out. She taking the glass out the door and all type of stuff. And she want to move this and move that. I mean, that's just what she do. That's how she do it. Right? This is my point. This is my point for 10. Because I want you to know I'm real. I don't want you to think I'm coming over here giving you no Facebook message. I just want you to know about life. And in order for you to be successful in life, it's going to take action. Because the game on sugar daddies and sugar mama, that's about over. Ain't nobody paying for stuff. And if it is, it ain't much. They don't find the value in what you bring to the table. And that don't last, okay? So I just want you, I don't want you sitting back, ladies and men, because this is not just a women thing. This is a man thing too. Hear me. You are not going to be able to consistently and consecutively pay your bills thinking because you looking good, because something's going to happen. Because see, the stuff that stands up is going to fall. And then what? The stuff that's all cute and all in order, that stuff begin to deteriorate because it does what it do over time. And it doesn't matter how fit you think you are. You're going to have some wrinkles in some places. You're going to have some lines in some places. You're going to have some scars in some places. You're going to have some bumps and humps and all these different sorts of things. Some stuff that used to come up ain't going to come up. So if that's all we pride ourselves over, we're going to fall short. We're going to fall short. So we're taking pride in the wrong things and things that we have absolutely no control over. And see, I know y'all are not, this is one of the messages that we just got to be for real, okay? We got to be for real, because the reason people can be together and not have nothing because neither one of them don't have no drive. They don't have no drive. They don't have no drive. I don't need you in my inbox because I ain't with nobody. I don't need you in my inbox because I want something. I get up and grind. Yesterday and this is just my life. But yesterday, in between doing things, but from 11 a.m. to a little after 10 last night, I was grinding. Good morning, princess. Grinding. Why? You cannot talk millions and talk them up in your life. If you're going to talk millions, you're going to have to do millionaire work. See, a lot of times we don't want to talk about money and we don't want to hold ourselves accountable. We don't want to talk about the things that we need to do. We don't want to talk about the investments we need to make because we don't really want nothing. We have a lot of things that we have gotten comfortable with, we have adopted to, and we have been down so long that we think that is normal. We are functioning in dysfunction. We are. And see, for some people, you figure, well, money ain't everything. It ain't. But it ain't nothing that you can do without it. It's nothing that you can do without it. I heard somebody, I was on yesterday, and I was just so excited because when you're able to sit under the counsel of millionaires and they let you in, I'm talking about down to the exact thing that they did, what they do every day, what they do every week, what they do every month, what they do every year. They telling you everything. I'm talking about they're showing you real live documents. I put a post about it. I said, when you have millionaire mentors, your life will never be the same. It will never be the same. Yesterday, I sit up under the counsel of two multi millionaires. And one I was on the phone with an hour and a half. The other one I was on the call with for 4 hours. It was freaking phenomenal. Was it worth it? Absolutely. But see, we'll sit around getting advice from our broke auntie. We'll sit around getting advice from our broke uncle, those that'll tell you what they won't do. And then we won't make an investment in ourselves. So you may not be able to make an investment on a certain level, but you got to do something. And if you never say, I am going to sacrifice, if you never say, when I hired my first, not my first coach, but when I hired a one-on-one coach, because I've been doing group coaching and all these different things, but when I hired my one-on-one coach back in April, I put it on a credit card. I didn't have the money that day, but I knew that's what I needed to do to get my needle moving. I mean, this year alone, oh my God, I can say that I have invested $20,000 plus that's already been paid. I'm not talking about I'm making no payments on it and all these different sorts of types of things. And that may not be nothing because somebody else has invested probably millions. But 20 plus, and see, you talking about a couple of $100 and you will come all undone because you say you don't have it. But the reason you don't have it and you will never get it because you don't think that you're worth it. Because we pride ourselves in the wrong things. We will pride ourselves in the money that we could be investing in ourselves that will keep on giving. If we would invest in a gift that'll keep giving, we will be able to go and do the things we want to do. But what we do, we got to go get our hair done, our nails done. We got to go and get everything on fleek. And we are flawed up here. We messed up. We're not flawless. We're flawed because we are putting our attention and we are putting our pride in the wrong places. You have to say, you know what? I'm doing this. I'm doing this. When I made that investment back in October, that $8,000 investment for a 90-day program. I said, I'm doing this. And see, this is what the Lord told me. I was like, I said, I want to do it. Ooh, I want to do it. And I had been bothering the Lord. I said, I want to make investment. I want to get a return on my investment. See, I was thinking that I was gonna put my money in something else, like something where I'm getting a return off my money. But I heard the voice of the Lord just as loud as I'm speaking, sitting right here in this anointed room. Cause see, before I start coming up in here, I anointed my room and everything, honey. But let me tell you, I heard the voice of the Lord. He said, "What better?" And I never forget it. He said, what better investment to make than an investment in yourself? I said, wow. I said, oh, that's a done deal right there. I'm doing it. See, a lot of times we want to invest in everybody else. We find the value in everybody else, and we pride ourselves in everything else. Hear me. You're getting ready to go into a new year. Because the only way your year is going to be new and different, you got to do something different. I don't care what sacrifice you have to make. I don't care what it is that you need to do. You got to do something different than you did this year, last year, and all the years before. Because when the clock strikes 12 on 12/31/2020, when it hit 12, nothing is going to change in your life if you don't make a conscious, calculated decision to do something different. And why wait until midnight? Why wait till 1/1/21/21? Good morning, Bishop. Thank you so much for joining. Why wait until the last minute? You can make a decision of what you're going to do today. It don't cost you a dime to make a decision. Decisions are free. You don't even have to have any money to make the decision, and you don't need no money until you make a decision. Because until you make a decision, you don't need no money. But when you make a decision and say, I'm going to do it, and I now need to figure out how I'm going to do it. Because see, this is the thing. If we stop telling ourselves that we can't, and start telling ourselves that we can and we will and we must, that is not an option. See, the reason a lot of us are not successful because we have too many doggone options. We take life like a menu where you have a choice. And see, some of us, we are not struggling, and some of us, we are not in a hard place where we having to make some decisions. And some of us is in a hard place, and we still not making any decisions. Some of us are in a difficult situation, and you still think you have a choice to take action or not. You don't have a choice. But what you've done, I'm going to tell you what you've done. You've settled to be mediocre. You've settled to have less than. You have settled to not realize and tap into your worth. And so you figure if whatever happened, it happened, that you don't have to have it. This is the attitude. This is something that I had. This is a conversation that I had to have with me. I'm going to tell you about me. I don't want to talk about you. I'm going to talk about me. I've always had this attitude. I've had this attitude, when I have it, I got it. And when I don't, I'm good. But I thought about that. God has really been working with me on that this last week. I said, no, that's the wrong attitude, girl. That is the wrong attitude. Because, see, if you feel like when you don't have it, you're good. So what is going to be your driving force for you to have what you want? Because, see, when I got it, I got it. I got that. But my mindset used to be, I'm grateful. So when I don't have it, I'm good. But see, if I got a goal to be bringing in $25,000 a month, and I got an attitude that said if I don't have it, I'm good, that means I'm striving for something that's really in vain. So I said, now, if you say you got a goal of $25K a month, right? and you only bringing in 10 or 15, you're not good until you get to 25. That's an attitude change. You got to stop settling for these nickels and dimes and these pennies and thinking that you're good. Because how is it that you're going to help and bless somebody else? How is it that you're going to feed the hungry when they, how is it that you're going to clothe? Because see, how is he going to be able to say, when you saw me, because see, you're not able to put clothes on somebody else when you can't put clothes on yourself. You're not able to help somebody else to get something to eat when you can't put food on your table. So we gotta stop living on the edge and feel like I got enough. Just having enough is not enough. Just barely making it is no longer acceptable. You gotta change your mindset. We got to tap in. We have to tap in. Oh my, that's an eye opener for me. Never thought about it that way. We have to change the way we think. Because if we begin to tell ourselves that I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm shy, I'm good. You're not good. You didn't figure out how to get over that threshold. I haven't figured out how to do that. I haven't broke some of my old ways of thinking to say that I am good when I don't have. That hit me like a ton of bricks. But you know what? I didn't forget it. He has been, that thing has been on me like white on rice for the last 5 days. But you know what? Oh, baby, we got a new attitude. We're not taking that attitude in 21. We're not taking that in 21. Because that's not an excuse for us not to grind. That's not an excuse for us not to take action. That's not an excuse for you to invest more. So you got to say whatever. Because see, this is the thing. I just did my, I said, I got Amazon problems. Yeah. But listen, that's not a reason for, and let me tell you, if y'all ordering off of Amazon, use Amazon Smile, and would you please choose Action Speaks Volume as it don't cost you anything. You paying what you paying, but it's just what they do to bless oh my God, my thought just crossed my mind, and my thought trying to leave me. That's the devil. Anyway, we're not gonna play with you. It's coming. Non-profitable organizations. That's what I'm trying to say. So when you order not for Amazon, I'm gonna get back to what I'm saying, but that thought just popped my head. When you order not for Amazon, use Amazon Smile and use the charitable organization Action Speaks Volume, because we are a 501c3 organization. We for real. We ain't out here playing games. But anyway, we gonna have to mount up, goal up. And so with my mentor, this is the attitude that I've taken on. I said, whatever he say, I'm doing it. Whatever book I hear him will come out of his mouth, I'm buying it. Whatever he say do, I am doing it. Because let me tell you something. There's no other reason to have a coach or a mentor. They are not just in your life to have conversations, and you have not bought a friend when you get a coach or a mentor. You can't get undone when they tell you to do something that you don't want to do or that you don't agree with. You have a difference of opinion is the reason you needed a coach anyway. Why are you going to get somebody that got the same doggone opinion that you have? Do that make sense? I know somebody's thinking, my furnace then came on. It came on because I'm telling you, if you want your life to be successful, first of all, you need to get connected. Stop thinking that you have made it. Good morning, D. Thank you so much for joining. Happy Wednesday to you. We have not arrived. And you know what? You never will. It is a completed cycle. You should have in your budget your personal development, and it should include a coach or a mentor. Don't think that you can use or have a coach or mentor for a short period of time or for one time and now you got it. You don't have it. You need somebody. That should be in your budget. My personal development is in my budget. It's like, I was thinking about, I said, twice a month, I usually go get my hair retwisted. I go get my feet done. I go and get me something to eat, right? So those, I mean, that right there is about 150, sometimes 175. By the time you factor in gas, that's every 2 weeks. What I look like not putting that in the budget, and when 2 weeks come, I can't go because I don't have it. No, that's like me needing these lights that's shining behind me. That's like me needing water that run. That's like me need my coffee. That's a necessity for me. So you got to stop thinking that you can't afford advice. And you got to stop thinking that all the advice you get should be free. Because I've learned that giving people free advice is more so handicapping them. And when you can give people what they can get on their own for free, you're not helping them. You're not helping them. Because see, people will do only so much. And that people, I heard somebody say that what people pay, they pay attention to. What people pay for, they pay attention to. But I'm telling you, it will change your whole entire life. If it's nothing but, sometimes you feel better. You can be in the same body, in the same skin, sitting in the same place. But sometimes when you do something for yourself, just the act of doing it will change the way you act. Just by hiring a coach, you'll start taking action. And I'm telling you, I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. You will begin to act different, think different, move different, and your results will be different. I'm a person of natural drive. When I'm looking for a coach or somebody, it's not for somebody to drive me. Because, see, I'm one that when I say it, if I say I'm going to do it, I do it. If I say I'm going to do it, I do it. My purpose for me hiring a coach is scalability. Not accountability, but more so scalability for the mere fact I need to know how to get to the next level in my business. How to get to the next level. That was my purpose. We have different reasons for why we do what we do. And we do that. And the wisdom that has been imparted has been mind-blowing and absolutely life-changing. There's been life-changing. Because see, sometimes we can get a nugget or two, that will propel us, that will push us into the next level. And see, sometimes it's all we need. That's all we need. And then how could you put a value on that? How could you put a value on that? So to get back to my topic, is that we pride ourselves in things that we don't have any control over. Natural drive with a full tank of gas and energy is off the change, Coach O. I'm telling you, girl. I mean, it's like, I talked to my friend. He's like, now what you didn't put in your coffee? But I got a made up mind. I have a made up mind. I told myself at the age of 19. And sometimes it makes me smile, and sometimes I shed tears of joy. But at the age of 19, I told myself, I said, you know what? I said, there is nothing in the world that would never, ever, ever be able to hurt me. The pain that I'm feeling. I'm talking about the physical pain from the impact and from all the things that was going on in my body. So there's a lot of things that I may not think about it the way you think about it. And I don't come undone about a lot of things that may make you come undone because I've been there. And see, I said, I have a drive because I desire to be successful. I want to travel the world. First class, I'm doing it. Baby, when I know it's safe for me to go, that's going to be my reward. Getting up out this house, I'm going to be laid up on somebody's first class session. But we have to remember this. In order for us to be successful, We have to make a decision. Stop starting and starting and stopping and starting and stopping and starting and stopping. When you do that, you first of all, you have to get over this hump with yourself, because you keep on telling yourself, I tried that before, and then but see, when you get in the vein of movement, you will be different when you get a coach. I can confirm this fact. Amen. When you when you get in that vein of movement, don't get out of it. Don't stop. The worst thing that you can do when you start something new is to quit. See, a lot of times we looking at quitting as, where I'm not quitting on my dreams and I'm not quitting on myself. You can stop doing something that is working for you, and you quit that and go and try something else. And then you want to compare it. I was back in this relationship. I'm going back over here to another relationship. Younger days, was in a relationship, and when he got with somebody else, he always wanted to compare her to me. I said, you need to stop that mess. First of all, if I was her, I would let your behind know that if she was all this and that, y'all would still be together. So why is it? And see, some of you do it on your job. You go, well, we didn't do that on our last job. Well, why you not on your last job, boo? This is not your last job. So we're going to do things the way we do things over here. And you got to look at it. If you want to get my results, you're going to have coaching my way. It's not your way. This is not Burger King. Start and keep the momentum going. You gotta keep going. In order to be successful, you have to make a decision. You have to. You have to. And you have to be consistent. Consistency is key. See, we think that consistency only rides in one area. You gotta keep going, because this thing never ends. It never ends. When you find somebody that you like, that you can get with, when you find somebody that will get your mojo going, baby, you better keep them. But see, you don't get in a place and get with a person where they will bring you down because their drive is so low. So low. For me, this is not throwing no shade. But see, for people that talk all low and slow and all that, I can talk to you, but I'm not going to talk to you long, because that right there, first of all, I don't have time to keep on saying, I don't have the patience to keep asking me what you say. Honey, open up your mouth so I can hear what you say, because see, I talk loud, I talk fast, and I tell people, when you got much to manage, you don't have time to waste. Not to say that you don't have time to do things, but you have some people, they put their emotions in their speech, and they feel like if they talking all slow, and see, because if I come on here, I'm gonna give you an example. If I come on here talking like I'm this example I'm gonna give you, you're gonna think something wrong with me. Now, we're gonna talk today about what is the title of this thing? We're gonna we take pride in the wrong things, but we have to take action. See, you wouldn't even get the same excitement. Because see, some people get on here, you listen, and you go back and do the same thing you was doing before you start. But some people, you get on here, you encourage, you motivated, you inspired. Some people, you get on here, you empowered. And when you didn't feel like doing something, by the time you got off of here and hear my voice still ringing in your ears, you thinking, oh, now I didn't feel like doing it, but after I done did this and that, now I need to go on in here and do what I got to do. But if I get on there, you hilarious, because I know. If I get on here talking all slow and acting like the world is about to come to an end and all this and that and the third, you be thinking, what in the world is wrong with Coach? Because that's not me. And for me, sometimes I'm talking to people and they just acting like, it's just, I figure, I can't deal with that. I got a child. One of my kids, they be talking all slow, and I know I've heard people say that affected them because their parents didn't have patience. I'm like, I'm so guilty. I'm guilty. Because just go ahead and say what you gotta say. But see, a lot of times it's fear. Fear will have us speaking like that because we are afraid to say what we want to say. And a lot of times it's because we don't like to hear the word no, but we're not a virgin to know. Everybody on here, I think, is grown. If you got to count, you at least got to be 18. If you are here, unless you didn't lie like you were 18 and then set up an account and all these different sorts of types of things. And I know that kids have accounts and all this stuff, but anyway, you old enough to know between yes and no because Aubrey is not on. That's baby Obbs. She is not on Facebook. She ain't set up no page. If she got one, that means somebody done hacked her name, okay? So, you're not a virgin to know. She's 3 and she heard no a bunch of times. No, 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 don't do that. No. And see, a lot of times we would get offended by the word no. We're not a virgin to know. Next. When people tell you no, next. Just go on. So, a lot of times we are afraid to ask for what we want because we don't think we're worth it. We don't think we're worth it because somebody didn't put in our head. But you have to change the meaning to what has been said to you. It's, people have said, okay, I get so tickled. I was never one to be hooked up on words. I didn't care what you said to me. When I was in school, you had people, I was every eye in the world. When I say eye, because I got big eyes. I don't got no control over that. We getting back to those things that we take pride into, right? But baby, I was every eye. I was big eye, I was bug eye, I was pop eye, I was this eye. And even in my adult age, you have people, girl, you got some big eyes. I don't have no control over that. You got some little tight ones. You don't have no control over that either. But this is my point. A lot of people, these big brown babies, they out buying them. These was given to me. These right here, baby, they would get me what I want. Blink, blink. So we take pride in things that we have no control over. And on the flip side, people will talk about things that you don't have no control over. I don't care about you talking about my eyes because I don't have a problem with them. I see well. I was telling one of my kids last night, I have glasses. I've had glasses for years, probably about 20 years. My prescription have not changed. My prescription has not changed over 20 years. I still can wear the first pair of glasses I had because my prescription has not changed. I have good vision. Sometimes off of a distance I cannot see, right? So I keep my glasses in the car. So when I'm in the car and driving maybe out of town in a place I'm not familiar with, need to know exits and all that, off of a distance, I'll put my specs on, right? Or if I'm in an auditorium and I'm sitting in the back in the nosebleed section or something, need to see something, everybody ain't looking like ants to me or whatever. I got on my glasses, but I'm not in those places. But anyway, on a daily basis, I don't need my glasses. But I didn't care about you talking about my eyes because that didn't make me, that didn't break me, that didn't make me feel no kind of way because the only way what people say make a difference in your life is the meaning that you give to it. It's the meaning that you give to it. So if I start saying, oh, my eyes is ugly and this and that, I didn't do that. I'm cute. I wasn't studying. And I've always had that attitude. Always, always. And even today, it does not make me one difference. Not one. Not one. Because if we was to look at, I've never been one to look at people and figure, oh, they this and they that and that. You can look at everybody and find something to say something about them. But when you get through looking at them and finding whatever you're going to say about them, what good is that doing you? That's not putting nothing in my bank account. This right here has been me all my life. I can remember, third grade. I'm like, that ain't doing nothing to me. They used to say, people used to play the mom and dad joke, your mama, your dad. I'm thinking, you don't even know my mama. So I can care less. And my dad died when I was in the third grade. I didn't care about you saying your daddy. What does that mean? I had the attitude. I'm thinking, I know you don't know him because I barely knew him, right? Because you're looking at, he died when I was in the third grade. I wasn't in the house with him when he passed. Never lived in the house with him. I knew him, but I never was in the house with him. So what do I care? How am I going to come undone and I got to get in a fight because you said, yo, daddy? What does that really mean? But it's what we put a meaning to. That didn't mean nothing to me. That meant absolutely nothing to me. It didn't mean nothing to me then, and it don't mean nothing to me now. We gotta stop wrapping ourselves around stuff that don't even matter. Priding ourselves in things that we don't have control of. I didn't have no control of my father passing. I didn't have no control over none of that. So why am I gonna be all undone about that? That's my point. Why are you gonna come undone about things that you don't have control over? But the things that you do have control over, you should just do something. Check it out. Some people are struggling by choice. And I know somebody like, who would choose to struggle? If you choose not to take action, if you choose not to do what's necessary, if you choose to sit down playing games, scrolling social media, and watching TV all day long, you choose to struggle because you're not doing the things that's going to make you be successful. You're not doing the things that's going to take you to the next level. You're not doing the things that's going to get you out of the ghetto. You're not doing the things that's going to get you out of the apartment. You're not doing the things that's going to get you from walking or riding a bike to get you into a car. You're not doing the things that's going to keep you with a car when you get it. You're not doing the things that's going to keep you in your house once you get one. You're going to have to do something, and it's not going to be able to be done one time. It's a consecutive, consistent doing. We got to keep doing. We got to keep going. We got to keep being. We got to keep showing up. We got to keep at it. Keep at it. We gotta keep at it. Look, we getting ready to get up out of here. I know this wasn't your year-end message, but baby, you need to have enough of this stuff going in so when you go into your new year, when we approach this new year in a few more hours here, when we approach this new year, we are ready. We are ready. We are ready and running. We're not using the pandemic and COVID-19. This has been the best year of my life. The best year of my life. And do you know every year can be that for you? You don't have to come undone because the world is coming undone. And you don't have to sit around waiting on those $600 either. That's pocket change. As I used to ask my grandmama, do you have any chip chop change? I don't even know what that is, but that was a thing for me when I was begging for some coins. Do you have any chip chop change? That is so funny. I've been hilarious all my life. But look, if you're new to me, this is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. I am known as your procrastination strategist, your behavior change expert. I help you to build unshakable confidence. Stop procrastinating, and you got it. Get your dreams out of your head into your life. Know that it's going to take action, baby. It's going to take action. You're going to have to get up and do something. I'll talk to you later.